So, welcome to the big picture where we help you see, think, and act big. Today, this is a very unique interview because I'm here in this crowded lobby, but we're
Supposedly not crowded.
supposedly not lobby. I was expecting it to be a kind of like cozy place, but unfortunately, there's a lot of people. No worries. I'm so excited to have our guest today. He is. Let me introduce you first, Carlo, from Aframe Surf Company, and he's been doing this for 10 years, and I believe he has a very wonderful team. I've met them in Lanuza, Surigao, last month, and I'm so excited to learn more about his company. And this is a home brew company. He's coming from Cebu, and yes, so today I'll meet him, and hopefully you'll learn a thing or two about how to get a business that is what you're passionate about. So Carlo, how are you today?
I'm good.
Do you prefer CarloBien or Carlo?
Bien would do.
Bien, okay.
There are
Sorry
a
for
lot
that.
of, as you know, there are a lot of Carlos na, no? Like in
Yeah,
the camp, we were like three Carlos.
Oh yeah. So Bien here started Aframe, and I would like to know about Aframe Surf Company. Can you provide me like a brief history about this company and why is it solid 10 years now?
Solid 10
Or
years.
more than 10 years rather.
Whoa, well, you know, I mean, when you're dealing with passion doesn't fade away, no?
Yeah.
And well, we started it back when we were in college, me, Boying,
Oh, boying.
and you don't know them but Lau and Fabi.
I've met Fabi.
Fabi, yeah, Fabi, sorry. And Lawrence from Isabel, Leyte. We started to sell shirts lang. These kinds of shirts, like,
All right.
to our classmates. I was the one good at paint and Photoshop
At that time.
at that time. So I did
This
all
was
the
like
designs.
back 2000.
2003 maybe.
Oh, cool.
2003.
You learned Photoshop already at that time.
Yeah, we downloaded a fake one. I advise you not to. It's illegal. But yeah. So we started selling just to fun because back then we were not surfing yet. We were skimboarding. That was the in thing back then, skimboarding, no?
Here in
So
Cebu.
in Cebu, in Liloan, everybody went to Liloan. Anybody goes there to skimboard.
Yeah.
Back then. So that's where we started making skimboards. Oh, I mean, we had skimboards made and branded it as our own. And we started a clothing company for active clothing lifestyle brand called Aframe. Back in 2 years after that, like 2005. Excuse me. We were in Danao.
No.
Danao.
That's where the concept was born.
Yeah, with Boeing because, well, I think we were in Danao.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's that, and then from there, we started. We still did shirts, not surfboards yet, and then maybe around 2009, 2010, we started this surf camp thing that you went.
Oh, okay.
So Surf Dreams was born back then. Oh, we were already surfing na after that time.
Yeah.
You know. After 2005, we never stopped surfing. So 2005 until now, we still do surf and is addicted to surf.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, 2010 we started the Surf Dreams, and then we decided to because boards back then were really really expensive, no?
Yeah, I
all
don't
of-
know where you buy boards, but at
Back
that
then,
time,
yeah, 2010, 2009, 2008 maybe, like all the boards were like imported from Australia or from the US, which for me landed costs plus customs, tax, duties and taxes.
Okay.
It all adds up and it makes the board really, really expensive for, a college student can afford, no? So I asked my mom to buy me one. She did, thank God. So I loaned money from her to buy a 24,000 peso board.
Oh.
That was not a long board, but yeah, but we all learned from it. And Boying bought boards, secondhand boards from Siargao. Yeah, so when we started conducting the camp, there was a need for really good
A lot of
quality
boards.
long boards, and so we decided to make our own.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So
We
that's
are,
how.
Yeah, because my background is in mechanical engineering, and my partner Nico, one of my partner Nico, is in the engineering department as well. So back then, when I was in college, I really loved our subjects, composites,
Composites.
which involves fiberglass and carbon fiber. That's the materials used for the surfboards.
Oh yeah, awesome. So it was actually, yeah, it was event. The need was there, and you were able to.
Yeah, but it
Come
was
up.
a hard road. The first time we made boards, we decided straight up to make 12 right away. All failed.
All failed.
All failed.
So
It
how many boards?
floated. It floated, but there wasn't enough rocker, so the board kept on nosediving.
Oh,
So,
I see.
those were 12 boards down the drain, but they didn't let us down. We considered it as like as an education expense, you know.
All right. So I do have a question about that. So you started making boards now, and
Yep.
you were thinking about starting it as a business or just for the need for the surf camp.
The need for the surf camp and our own needs as well.
Awesome. So there was no business really in mind. It was just like having your
Yeah.
own way to start. So I'd like to know how did you transition from just having it for fun, now doing it as a company serving people, and really, Aframe is a well-known company not just here in Cebu but also in the whole Philippines, and
Wow.
even outside, right? People are buying. I've heard.
I mean, people from other countries just order from us, and like when they arrive, they pick up the board and then go to their surfing destination, like
Oh, awesome. So how did you
transition.
Yeah, how did you guys transition?
And it took us a long time.
So that was like 2000.
We're surfers, man. We're bums. We're bums to begin with, no? And then whatever money we made, we just surfed it. So if we took it seriously before, it would have been a much bigger company now. But we have no regrets.
Oh, okay.
I mean, fun is fun, no? Money is money. So, I mean, the experiences can't be bought. So, yeah, we decided to take it seriously when we had clients already like scolding us for late deliveries.
I see.
So, because it's all handmade, no, from scratch, even from the foam to the wooden stringer, it always passes through human hands. No machine can ever like replicate that. So from the foam to the template to the outlines to the shaping, actual shaping. Nico does the actual shaping. He's a really really good craftsman.
Oh, awesome.
And after shaping, you do the glassing, lamination of the fiberglass and the epoxy resin to make the board hard.
Yeah.
To like coat the foam with like strong material.
How did you guys learn to do that? Or
With the engineering background, I knew, I have a basic idea na, and then we discovered YouTube.
so
Take that from me. YouTube is the best university in the world. So learn anything.
so you basically learn it from scratch. I mean, you did no mentors.
Richard Matthews from Australia was based in Lanuza back then. He's the man like in making boards. Like he's a really cool guy, down to earth, and he was the one who like showed us around his shop. but not really mentored us. Like whenever we were there, we hanged out. That's it, and showed us some some of a few tricks up his sleeve. Na uh, turned out to be handy. No,
Awesome. So there was this guy who was able
Richard Matthews. He's one of the first team riders sa Billabong.
Oh, awesome.
In
So
Australia. He's a surfing legend.
oh, cool.
He's a surfing legend. I have privilege to meet him, dude.
So I'm kind of newbie to the surfing scene, but I'm just fascinated by these group of people. I'm actually these people behind A-Frame. I guarantee they're really good people as they claim it to be in their surfboards. So how do you? I like to ask how are you able to form a team such as the team behind A-Frame? How do you find those people? How do you?
Well, people, I mean, we're good friends already, no? And our problem is just before was just syncing, just how to
Yeah.
get everyone in sync with
sync.
each other, no? So that was the main problem before. Now we're not really in sync, but we're slowly getting there.
All right.
So it's a process that we commit to that process. That it's still everything's like, you're always constantly learning. Bito.
All right. So since you've been doing this for quite a while, I was wondering, like, can you give an advice to our listeners to like forming a business with friends? Because I personally have a business with friends, and somehow there's a lot of challenges in it. So
Yep, number one, everything has to be on paper.
everything has to be on paper. That's one good lesson you
No business is ever
like with
written
friends
in
talk.
words lang, like in small talk, no?
Yeah.
No business is ever in the air, no? It always has to be written in paper.
All right. That's good.
Don't
tip.
be a stoner and just sorry. don't be a bum just putting words out like, oh, let's do a business. No, let's do this. No, just put it in writing, sign it.
So you recommend that at the start of any
At the
business?
start of every business with friends, you do put it in writing.
I believe you have a story behind it, but let's not dig deeper to that.
Oh no, that's just our advice from other people's experiences as well.
Okay.
Because I mean, when the money comes, money can do a lot of crazy things to people, no?
All right.
So when the money comes, you make sure you're prepared. And when you have that on writing, that's the number one, that's a good step in preparation lang ba?
All right, that's good. That's really good tip. And also, I'd like to know, since you've started this A-Frame, and I've heard it came out of your mouth that you were bums or college friends, and I was wondering how you got the funding to start such a business. I mean, this is not a cheap, like the materials
Yeah.
probably are not cheap. So how were you able to?
I mean, Nick
Gather the funds.
Boying chipped in, Lawrence chipped in. I had to get a job sa call center before
Oh, awesome.
to fund. Nico had some money from his previous job. Everybody chipped in, and like I said, in writing, we accounted for everything, and then that figure determines the number of shares we have sa
Oh, awesome.
corporation.
All right, so that's
Not,
really
not just in monetary, but in like industrially, like the effort you put in.
oh cool.
Yeah.
So A-Frame has been in a long way already, and how is your structure? Like, do you have a structure? I've heard that you have like your assigned roles, right?
Yeah.
So is that important in a business, especially with friends and a group
Yep.
of people?
You need to have structure, like definite roles ba.
All right.
You need to have like specific tasks for specific people, especially with friends.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, this isn't gonna, no, you can't do it later. That's your task. I mean, you're assigned to do that. So you have to have, because right now in A-Frame, I'm in admin,
Oh,
as
okay.
well as like finance. Nico's in production, and Nico girls in purchasing. Like, Need to have, even though it sounds so, professional, but when you think about it, we're still a really small company that we don't have office space to divide ourselves with those kinds of department. But we're still in the same room, but we're delegated to have those kinds of tasks that we're assigned to. So if your task is not clear, then your progress is not clear as well, di ba?
Yeah, yeah.
So you need to have a clear idea of what you're gonna do for this day, for the next week, for the next month, for the next
All right.
year.
All right. So yeah. So I'd like to ask, what's the future of A-Frame? What do you think is the next, the next big thing, next
No.
step?
Yeah, we like to think about the future, but we like to be like a really good, reliable, professional surfboard, a premium surfboard, handmade surfboard company in Asia.
Awesome.
Yeah, but we like to take it like inch by inch, day by day. We just focus on our orders now, and especially our orders now, we're way behind.
You don't share that in front of our audience.
Sorry, Tim. We love you, man.
So, yeah, so we're almost done. I just want to dig a bit deeper about how you're able to like market your product. I mean, is there really a lot of buyers, surfers here in the Philippines that would?
Yeah, we're surprised as well.
Awesome, right?
I mean, okay, so this is like, so when we started like officially selling custom made surfboard, like we were confident enough to like put it out there on social media, like you can trust us, we make good things, when we were confident like 3 years ago when we moved to our facility, that's when we like ask ourselves like, are there people who's gonna order boards from us? Like, but I mean, the universe is kind. There are, and then the next year, before the year ended, we asked the same question. Next year, are there gonna be people ordering from us again? And then the next year, and then since we moved to the new facility 3 years ago, we're still there, man, and we're still providing people with jobs there. We have already 5 people under our wing, good craftsmen, and plus us in the admin. So we're sustaining. Hopefully in the near future we're gonna thrive and do some more projects, and and think of what we're gonna do with all our waste. Waste, yep.
Okay.
But we're doing something.
Yeah, maybe our listeners would be able to check it out. What ways are we talking about here? I mean, you could check out their Facebook page. So
Yeah, we're gonna make
have
a
a-
mini movie
all right, so that's really
regarding how to upcycle our surfboard waste material.
all right. That's good. I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully our audience does
Yeah.
look forward to that. So yeah, I think I would like to ask this question. Do you consider yourself successful?
Depends on how do you measure success.
Yeah.
But for me, yeah, I mean, success is, you can't quantify it, no. Pero yeah, from the boards that we made before to the boards that we're making now, it's really a notch up, I can say, and then we're successful in that.
All right.
Well, we like to be more successful so that we could provide a lot of jobs for
Yeah.
Cebuanos, which are really, really good craftsmen and very patient people.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So that was a fun interview. I have learned a lot from Bien, and I was able to understand that things might not be like, it's okay to be a bum, I guess. It's okay to
Yeah.
enjoy what you're.
Things aren't perfect.
yeah, things aren't perfect, and knowing this company for that lasted for more than 10 years now, it's just amazing how they're still at it. They still have a bigger vision, a dream to conquer Asia, and and you know what? It's not gonna be like it's not gonna be like a fairy tale for any business. So, but as long as you enjoy it and with friends and keep the
As long as you keep learning, that's
yeah.
all that matters.
So that's I think the takeaway from this episode. And now we move on to our quick and speedy lightning round.
What?
So are you ready, Carlo? Bien.
Yeah.
All right. So what makes you wake up in the morning?
Coffee. No, I usually wake up early.
What makes you wake up? Like
I mean, I think
your-
it's it might sound cliche, but passion for what we do. I mean, yeah, every day we get excited to what's coming next because every board we make is really different. So it's all custom made. One batch of orders is the same, but you know, I mean, but not one board is the same. You get it? Like one batch of orders might be the same, but because it's handmade, not one board is the same.
I like that. It's like
Yeah.
like what you've been saying in Lanuza, where each wave is not it's
Yeah,
not,
the same.
All right. So who or what inspires you?
Who or what inspires me? That's a tricky question. Huh? Very
Be careful,
char.
baby. Be careful, your girlfriend.
Of course, family number one. Of course, family, and yeah, our country. Our country really inspires me because I've been around, like really around the Philippines.
Awesome.
I mean, a lot of people have not been to these places that we've been in, but they're more than that of Boracay or more than that of Siargao that a lot of people don't know about. I mean, our country's just heaven. I hope nobody destroys it. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
heaven. Like, especially in Mindanao, the whole east coast of Mindanao is a gold mine for like nature and beaches and waves and everything. So that inspires us too.
Awesome. That's actually the first time I've heard that answer from someone. But I think it's a common theme for especially those who businesses that coming from our own country. They're really here to promote, to really be proud of our country. And I think
we should be.
think that's
I mean,
yeah.
not just our country, but the Filipino people
Filipino
and
culture
our
and-
culture. Not just our Filipino Spanish culture, but our Lumad culture. I mean, the culture we had before the
Before,
Spanish
yeah.
were here. So we were not Philippines back then. We were Maharlika.
Yeah. That's your name, right?
Maharlika.
on social media.
I mean, I read so much about. I mean, I'm really fascinated with our, Lumad culture, and how we lived before. Very different from the Western style and the Western way of thinking that we have right now. And from we, in the first place, we Filipinos or Maharlikans were the people of the sea. We're watermen.
Awesome. So with my next question, actually the big picture, we're trying to help as many Filipinos as we can to, like expand their mind about business, entrepreneurial passion, and a lot of our Filipino brothers and sisters are actually outside the country as OFWs working hard for their families, and
Yeah.
that's one of our target markets that we want to share to them that it's okay to come home and all those things. So if you have one message to those people who have been working hard, even if they're here, working hard and doing the things that they don't love, perhaps, so just to
Yeah, I
get by.
mean, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of opportunities here, especially here in the Visayas, actually, and Mindanao. There's a lot. of opportunities. Just just do your research and
Yeah.
execute. That's it.
Awesome.
Just go for it, man. Like, I mean, what can you lose? You're in the Philippines. You're with your family.
Yeah, I like that. All right. So, last but not the least, where can people find out more about you and your company?
We have a website, like a landing page actually. You could go to aframesurfco.com or check out our Facebook page. Just type in Aframe. That's it, all caps. And on Instagram, like Aframe Surf Company. One word.
Right. Any personal profile that you want to share?
No.
No, not really. He wants to keep it private.
I'm a private guy. Oh, and stop driving cars. Just bring bikes.
All right.
Lessen the traffic. That's it. Personal
Awesome.
note.
Awesome. So there you have it. One of the founders of Aframe Surf Company, and Bien here. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you as well.
And
Dave.
I really enjoyed. I learned a lot from your experiences. And yeah, so check out their page. And I'm actually, I think I'm gonna order a surfing board this year. Hopefully.
What? No,
So
not yet.
not yet.
Maybe a couple of months.
Yeah.
Not now. We're too full.
So yeah, so check them out if you want. If you're into surfing, if you're, if you just want to wear or promote or buy local products, we have Aframe Surf Company here. And that's it for this episode. This is episode 8 of The Big Picture. So you could go to the show notes for all of those links, thebigpicture.com/episode 8. And don't forget to like our page. If you have comments, suggestions, reviews, please do so on our iTunes. I believe we're going to be on iTunes now. So
What?
see you guys and continue to rock it. Bye-bye.
Ciao.